Hey, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. One of my dear friends, who was also a member of the 5-Minute Motivator, said, Bill, would you do me a favor and stop rocking so much? You're driving me crazy. I can't watch your videos. I feel like I'm getting an upset stomach by watching you go back and forth and back and forth. So that's fine. I've gone to a straight back chair, which I will use occasionally. I'll use my rocker occasionally. I'll use the chase lounges at the pool occasionally. I don't know if you could see it there. There's a bar area built in with cement bar stools. I'll use that occasionally. And I'll use some of the other pools occasionally, although I don't like the lighting too much. There's 3 pools in this complex, and the lighting in one pool is very dank. It's very dark because there's a lot of growth over it, and the other is too light. There's nothing there at all, so it's like you're kind of underneath a heat lamp. And you're in a tanning booth. So I'll use what I think is appropriate, and of course the more suggestions you have, the more I would appreciate them, and not just on the physical footprint of where I'm doing this, but on the content also. Okay, so anyway, I had a friend down here in Tamarindo, local guy, but he got a job working in the United States. He was always a kind of an associate, but a high-level associate, and his English was impeccable, so we had some great conversations. But he got a job as a manager at a major resort somewhere in the Bahamas after some training in Florida. And he said, Bill, this is the first time I'm a supervisor. I'm going to have people reporting to me. Do you have any tips for me? So I thought about it, did some research, and I came up with 4 tips for a new supervisor. I'd like to share them with you today. Here's the first tip. Be kind, but don't be a pushover. Nothing wrong with showing a level of kindness, forgiveness, gratitude, but don't be a doormat. Okay, that's the first tip that I would suggest. Be kind, but don't be a pushover. Here's the second tip. Be fair, but don't necessarily treat everybody the same. If you have exceptional employees, and by exceptional I mean they are going out of their way to do a great job, and they are asking for something over and above what they should ask for, it is in your supervisory or managerial purview to do that, and you feel as though it's the right thing to do, then do it. If you have average employees that are, you're constantly worried about if they're going to be to work on time, you're worried about whether their absentee rate is too high, and they come to you with a special request, and you don't think it's appropriate for that individual based upon their past performance, then don't do it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with being fair, but it doesn't mean you have to treat everybody the same. Okay, now that's something to chew on. Now, in my live sessions, I'll spend about a half an hour or 45 minutes just on that point. This is a 5-minute motivator, so I don't have much time. Here's the third. Know your company's vision. Manage by that vision. You know what, folks? I talk about vision quite a bit in these 5-minute motivators, and there's a reason for it. I think it's that important. As a supervisor, one of the things I would do in the first few meetings is I would pass out a photocopy of the company vision, and I would ask individuals to ask them where they think their job fits into this, and that's a lively discussion that could go on for several meetings. Okay, it also shows that you are a solid individual looking to lead by the vision, not necessarily a bad thing. And here's the fourth thing, and please don't be offended by this. Keep your pants on. The fourth thing I would say as a new supervisor is you're going to have a lot of individuals that are going to be, or not a lot, but you may have some individuals that are kind of hitting on you. And that hitting process may be because they're attracted to you. They may also hit on you simply because they want to do what they can do to get the most out of you, perhaps to blackmail you or cajole you. Keep your pants on. You don't have the need to have any kind of sexual activity within the workplace. So I'd like you to consider these 4 ideas. Be kind, but don't be a pushover. Be fair, but don't necessarily treat everybody the same. Know your company's vision and manage by it. And keep your pants on. Keep your clothes on. Might be a good way to look at how to be a supervisor for the first time. Those 4 ideas. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you in the next. Please like, share, comment. Please join my memberships.